Hey there, I'm Matt, and I'm going to be reciting some poetry for you today. I'm going to be learning a new poem every week and reciting it here, so remember to hit subscribe if you like what you see. Today I'll be reciting The Man From Ironbark, which is one of my favorite poems by one of my favorite poets, Banjo Patterson. It's about an inner city barber who tries to prank a bushman but ends up biting off more than he can chew. Hope you enjoy. It was the man from Ironbark who struck for Sydney town. He wandered over street and park, he wandered up and down. He loitered here, then loitered there, till he was like to drop, until at last, from sheer despair, he sought the barber shop. Here, shave me beard and whiskers off. I'll be a man of mark. I'll go and do the Sydney toff up home in Ironbark. The barber man was small and flash, as barbers mostly are. He wore a strike your fancy sash, he smoked a huge cigar. He was a humorist and keen at repartee. He laid the orbs and kept a note, whatever that may be. And as he saw our friend approach, he whispered, "Here's a lark. Just watch me catch him all alive, this man from Ironbark." There were some gilded youths who sat along the barber's wall. Their heads were flat, their eyes were dull, they had no brains at all. To them the barber passed his wink, his dexter eyelid shut. I'll make the bloomin' yokel think his bloomin' throat is cut. And as he soaped and rubbed it in, he made a rude remark. I suppose the flats is pretty green, up home in Ironbark. A grunt was all reply he got. He shaved the bushman's chin. He raised the water boiling hot and dipped the razor in. He raised his arm, his brow grew black, he paused a while to gloat, then slashed the red-hot razor back across the bushman's throat. Upon the newly shaven skin, it made a livid mark. No doubt it fairly took him in, the man from Ironbark. He fetched a wild-up country yell might wake the dead to hear, and though his throat he knew full well was cut from ear to ear, he struggled gamely to his feet to face his murderous foe. I'm done, you dog, I'm beat. One hit before I go. I only wish I had a knife, you blessed murdering shark. But you'll remember all your life the man from Ironbark. He lifted up a hairy paw with one tremendous clout. He landed on the barber's jaw and knocked the barber out. He set to work with tooth and nail and made the place a wreck. He grabbed the nearest gilded youth and tried to break his neck. And all the while he held his throat to save his precious spark. "And murder, bloody murder!" yelled the man from Ironbark. A peeler man who heard the din came in to see the show. He tried to run the bushman in, but he refused to go. Until at last the barber spoke, he said, "'Twas all in fun. 'Twas just a little harmless joke, a trifle overdone." "A joke!" he cried. "By George, that's rich. A lively sort of lark. I'd like to catch this murdering swine some night in Ironbark." And now about the shearer's floor, the shearer's gawp and gape. He tells the story over and over and brags of his escape. "Them barber chaps, what keeps a tote, by George, I've had enough. One tried to slit me bloomin' throat, but thank the Lord it's tough. Whoever he's believed to know, there's one thing to remark. Knowing beards are all the go, up home in Ironbark." Thank you very much. I do hope you enjoyed it, and please join me next week to hear more poetry. Good evening.